Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Kevin Smith, and this program we like to call Westfield Movie Talk, where all we do here is talk about movie news and movie reviews. And with me, as always, is my guest, my partner in crime, Kevin.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here.
All right, let's get right to it. All right, Rian Johnson, the director of Star Wars Episode 8, has released this nice little video for us, as the Star Wars fans we are, and we just loving it. Let's see how it is.
Good.
Cover.
Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 8.
It's not much, but it's something. It's awesome. It's Star Wars. What are you going to do? It's awesome. Not only did he release this little clip or video, he also announced and confirmed the cast. Returning, Daisy Ridley as Rey, John Boyega as Finn, Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron, Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, Gwendolyn Christie as Captain Phasma, Donald Gleason as General Hux, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, of course, Carrie Fisher as General Leia, and newcomers also added to the list, Benicio del Toro, which you may know from films as Sicario, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and also Laura Dern, which you may know her from Jurassic Park, the new animated show on Netflix, F is for Family, and Wild. Now, Kevin, what do you think about all this, about the cast returning?
I think it's great. I can't wait to see how everyone's going to start working out with everything. I'm excited to see all the new people come back. Not Harrison Ford coming back.
Rest in peace.
Spoilers for everyone.
Spoilers. It's been 2 months. All right, if you have not seen Star Wars Episode 7, that's your fault, okay? I don't care. Yeah, but I am mostly excited, though, because Benicio del Toro, because he actually has a connection to the Star Wars universe already, kind of. He was actually supposed to play Darth Maul.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you were hinting at earlier.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, but then George Lucas rewrote the script a bit, and now in the prequels, Darth Maul doesn't really say much, and so they're like, all right, we don't really need an actor for this, so they got like a stuntman.
He was so good, though. He was so good.
Yeah. His facial expressions.
He was
were
one of
awesome.
the best villains, in my opinion.
He was the most badass. I'll give you that. Yeah, true. He didn't say much. I wish
he was better than Captain Phasma.
He kind of is still alive, though.
Well,
in the canon, yeah, he's still alive. So anyways, back to what I was pointing. See, with these actors, Laura Dern and Benicio del Toro, both who are nominated for Academy Awards, who have been, and I think Benicio actually won one, it's never a bad thing to add talent. Never.
Yeah, that's what I was going to actually bring up. Do you think it's a nice contrast to have, like, the thing that made Star Wars special was all the no-name actors, right?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't know a lot of the people from the newest one.
Yeah, even in the prequels, too.
Yeah. So do you think now that these bigger names, it'll add a nice little
I
dynamic
suppose,
to it?
Yeah, I suppose, though, but, like, it's not like Benicio and Laura are like your Meryl Streeps or Julianne Moores or your Michael Fassbenders. Like, these aren't like heavy hitting. These are actors who appear in good films and who actually do a great job of what they do, but not many people actually heard of them. You know, it's like one of those. But still, like, I gotta say, I am very curious what Benicio del Toro do, because he was in Guardians. You saw Guardians.
Yeah.
He was so weird.
He was really weird.
He was so weird.
His characters are always so different.
Yeah, his characters are, he is one of those people who can play anything. He does comedy, he does...
What do you think his character will be like in the show?
In the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie.
No. I hope he's a villain.
Think so?
I hope.
Well, who they would add that to the list then? Because then there's Ren already, Snoke. Whatever.
Oh, that's right, and I forgot. Andy Serkis is also returning as Premier Snoke. I forgot about him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you got him, but who knows what he could be, though? Like, he could be a bounty hunter, for all we know. He never...
Because that worked out so well before.
We got Boba Fett out of it.
Yeah. Oh, he was, thank God for Boba Fett.
Okay, yeah, I will agree. He is the most...
Jango Fett was great. Well, better.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
I will admit Boba Fett is probably the most overrated character in the Star Wars universe.
Yep.
But, you know, like, we're probably going to get a lot out of him in the spin-offs. Like, there's rumors that he's going to be in Rogue One.
I hope they do, because I read in, like, some of the other stuff, he's actually, like, a badass.
No, yeah, like, I haven't read
Which they didn't show in the movies.
Yeah. It's the same thing with Darth Vader, too.
Yep.
Oh my god! Like I have read some of the books. I've read 2 of the books, Lords of the Sith and New Dawn. He is such a bad. He will go in Darth Vader. He'll just go into like a little rebel base. He'll just kill like 100 rebels in like 10 minutes, all by himself. Like he's such a badass. But that doesn't. But let's get back to the actual cast. What characters are you looking forward to seeing more in the films?
In terms of, do I like the characters or like just seeing how they
like,
develop?
do you want to see them evolve, and do you like the characters?
Oh, I want to see obviously Finn and Rey.
Yep.
You know, Rey, that ends on the big cliffhanger of Rey, what she's going to do. Luke, I want to see how Luke is, because I hated him in the other movies. Sorry. No offense to everyone. I didn't like him.
Did you like him in The Force Awakens?
Yeah. I loved him. Loved him in it.
Yeah.
Loved him. Best part, actually.
Should've been
Best acting job he's
Should've
ever
been nominated
done.
this year.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. I hope he doesn't. I hope he learned better things. I don't know. I didn't like him as a Jedi. You know my opinions on him.
I do, yeah. Calvin is not a fan of Luke and Darth Vader that much.
No, Vader is okay. I like Vader. I love young Anakin. I think Luke is the most pathetic excuse for a Jedi ever. I think Jar Jar Binks is more competent than Luke Skywalker.
That's when your credibility for Star Wars goes down. That
What?
you wanted Jar Jar. You
I
wanted
do.
Jar Jar to be the villain at the end of Force Awakens.
Yes.
You were rooting
No, not
for
Force
that.
Awakens, just this new trilogy. I want him to be Snoke.
That's where your credibility just takes
It would
a
be so
dive.
funny. It would be so. You know how many Star Wars fans?
Who thinks that Star Wars should be funny like that? No one.
No, the movie should be great, but that little twist would be hysterical.
Oh God, no! I don't want a twist to be funny in Star Wars.
I would love it.
I
would
say,
love it.
I would hate this too because we do not know who Rey's parents are at all. Shut up! No, that's not where I'm going. I'm not going. Jar Jar is Rey's.
Skip a generation.
Yeah. What I will hate this though. I will be fine if Rey is Luke's daughter. I will be fine with that. But I swear to God, if they make Luke say, you know where I'm going with this. If they make Luke
I am
say,
your father.
I am your father.
That'd be pretty funny.
I'd be like, oh my God,
Luke.
no.
I think we all know Luke's history with girls, though. Only his sister.
Family.
Not a lot of game.
Keep it in
Not
the
a lot of
family.
game for Luke.
Oh, please. Star Wars has so many women in it.
No, that's what we pointed out. We were saying when me and my friends were rewatching it, we said the reason all these villains were so mad is because there's 3 girls in the whole universe.
It really is, yeah. And Family Guy made fun
And one of
that
them was
too.
his sister, yeah.
Yeah, Family Guy made fun of that.
I'd be pretty
too.
mad,
So,
too.
have you ever seen those Family Guy things? Those
Yeah.
parodies?
Yeah, they're so funny.
Yeah, oh my God, it's so funny. I'm mostly looking forward to seeing Kylo Ren coming back.
I want to see him develop better.
I think he'll be developed fine. Or greatly, sorry. All right, let's move on. So not only did Star Wars start shooting this week, but also Guardians of the Galaxy 2 confirmed by James Gunn. Now, also confirming the filming, he also confirmed the cast, which is awesome. Everyone's coming back, obviously. Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Dave Bautista as Drax, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, and Vin Diesel as Groot, which I love that.
I forgot he was in the movie.
Oh my God, it's so funny. But adding to the list is Kurt Russell, which you may know from films like Hateful Eight, Sky High.
Yes! He was the
I guess
dad.
people remember that. It's Kurt Russell. That's
Oh, wait,
the name.
and he was the one of Copper, right?
Yeah, what was?
He voiced Copper in The Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah. Big deal.
That was a big deal to me.
All right. Basically, though, he is a name that people know.
Yeah.
He's one of those names that everyone's has heard of at least once. And also adding to the list, which not many people really know who this is, but I do, and I actually think she's really good, is a woman named Elizabeth Debicki, something like that. It's a weird last name. Now, what I liked about her is she was in films as The Great Gatsby. She played Jordan Baker, I think, something like that.
Yep.
And she was also in that new movie, The Man of U.N.C.L.E. She was in that too. And she is one of those people who really stand out in her films. She's not a big name yet, but I guarantee she will be soon because she stands out. And I'm very happy she's in this movie too. But Kurt Russell, what do you think of that? That's awesome.
Yeah, no, more dynamics it's just like Star Wars,
I guess, again, with the same thing, it's never a bad thing to add talent. Never.
True, but I don't know. I'm just worried if they add too many people. You know what I mean?
In Guardians, in every Marvel movie, you get at least one big name in there.
Yeah, but that's now Chris Pratt. He's the big name.
Yeah, but like I mean like a veteran actor.
What do you want Kurt Russell to be in the movie?
I'm thinking
Bad guy?
maybe I kind of think he's gonna be Star-Lord's dad.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, because he could definitely have that personality as Star-Lord does too, and he's
could.
got that charm as Chris Pratt does too.
Yeah, he is charming.
He is charming. Who can deny Chris Pratt? He's the
True.
man.
True.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
What do you think? What do you think the plot will be? Just
I
blind
have
guess.
no idea.
Blind guess.
I honestly
It has to be something that intermingles.
something to do
the
with his
Avengers.
dad, obviously.
Yeah.
I do not think like any Infinity Gems or anything like that will be in this movie at all. Like James Gunn.
Aren't they missing one or two though?
Yeah, but that could be in Doctor Strange and the next Infinity movie.
Or Black Panther?
Or Black, probably. That'd be a little weird how so many Infinity Gems are on Earth. What else? Yeah. I'm thinking it obviously has something to do with his father. Obviously, that might have something to do with the plot. And Michael Rooker, the Yondu character, the blue guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who raised. He's back too, so he'll probably play.
Oh, I love him with the arrow and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
he'll
the
probably
best.
play a big role in the movie too.
He's awesome.
But concerning the plot-wise, they could really do anything.
Yeah, because no one even knows much about the universe. So
Yeah, they can
run
do
with it.
anything they want. They can do any story. It doesn't matter. They can go, and people will go see it. If they make them go to Earth and have yogurt and then just leave and then roll credits, people will still go see that movie because it's Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a movie that just everyone loved, that everyone was worried about, that it wasn't going to do
My
well.
friends actually didn't like it.
What?
My friends did not like it.
So yeah, some people. I'm not saying
like-
everyone liked
I
it.
will have to say that probably had something to do with the fact we saw it at a drive-in.
Who has drives in it? What year?
Drive-in? What? Those are
What
so
year
good.
is it?
Those are so good.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, what year were you?
Hey,
did
we
you
want to
see
try it out. And they started rolling it when it was still like daylight out, so we couldn't see. Yeah,
that's
it was tough. It was tough.
Yeah, but it's still a fun movie. That was like the movie when I was like, oh my god, we need more Star Wars movies. After
Star
that.
Wars?
Yeah, like because there's like so many scenes where you're like, wow, that's like Star Wars right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like something like that. I was like,
No, yeah, it's weird.
because I was like, this
is
is the great time to start Star Wars, and then they did. It was awesome.
it's different.
It's different. Yeah, it's this is like Marvel's like Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. To an extent.
Yeah, but I like they don't have to join up with the Avengers, but it would be awesome.
They're definitely going to.
They're definitely going to. James Gunn has said a billion times though they're not, but they're definitely going to.
Like they already intermingled Thanos.
Exactly.
They
all
changed the
have
pronunciation
a common
every.
enemy. Like
Yeah.
they're not gonna like come
And they have the
together.
Infinity Gems. They're just gonna be like, oh, just so happens they had one, whatever.
Yeah, well, still,
Just to hint at it.
it's ridiculous. But honestly though, I can't wait for this movie. And like Marvel, I still look forward to their movies, just not as much because
Yeah. Yeah, because they follow the same pattern.
I guess. But this is a movie I am looking forward to.
Guardians of the Galaxy had a different.
Yeah,
feel
because
to it,
it
which
has
is
its
nice.
own thing to it. Because they can do whatever they want. All right, let's move on. What's next? Speaking of Marvel, they also released the first trailer, technically the first trailer, to Daredevil Season 2. And I gotta say, I actually really liked it.
Looks really good.
Let's take a look.
One badge. Two badge. Billion time. Father, why do I still feel guilty? The guilt means your work is not yet finished.
Downtown office thinks we got a new player in Hell's Kitchen.
What do they want?
The DA's office says the shooter's independent.
He's tracking gangs to their home turf and taking them out with military precision.
With knowledge and hardware to take out half the city, Hell's Kitchen is about to explode. Bang.
Maybe we created him. All of us.
There's no connection.
We never stopped to think that Daredevil's actions could open the door for men like this.
How much longer before innocent people start getting caught in his crossfire? Blood is being shed.
And you've donated more than your fair share.
The city needs him.
I need
to take care of the scum that killed my family.
People don't have to die.
You hit them and they get back up. I hit them and they stay down. Why are you doing this? Because I think you're a half measure. I think you're a man who can't finish the job. I think that you're a coward. You know, you're one bad day away from being me.
Electra.
Hello, Matthew.
That looks awesome.
Looks great.
I know, right? Like I really liked the first season.
Yeah, no, season 1 was great, especially
Yeah.
the bad guy. And my first thought was, I hope they come up with a good, for season 2, like, because Fisk was up here, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I wonder if they'll go up from there.
No,
And
because
they-
Marvel is actually, if you really think about it, Marvel actually does a good job with their villains in their shows.
Yes,
If
in
you
their
think
shows.
about it, we got Kingpin, Kilgrave from Jessica Jones. which
Kilgrave was
amazing.
the best villain I've seen.
And now we got the Punisher.
Yeah.
This is the theme this year with superheroes going at each other.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
Batman v Superman, Daredevil season 2,
Civil War.
It's in Civil War. That's how we end it too, with a
Yep.
bang. It's ridiculous, but I really like this show. Like I thought that trailer looked amazing.
Daredevil was really good, and it seems that this villain's not just going to be like a good adversary, but it's also going to bring out an inner conflict.
Exactly. He's gonna make Daredevil think about his ways.
Yeah.
Like this is not like your typical villain. This is a guy who lost his family. This isn't spoilers, by the way. This is like the actual character. This is a guy who lost his whole family, who lost everything, and he just wants to get revenge, and he wants to save his city.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Well, that was the same thing with Fisk too. Maybe that'll be like
exactly,
a theme.
but Fisk
Save
was
the city.
like Fisk was a full-on
He
criminal.
wasn't normal. He wasn't normal.
No, he wasn't normal at all. That bald head. No, but like this character is like just a normal guy. Fisk just had so much power it went to his head. But with this character, he's just a normal guy who lost everything, and he wants to change. He wants to make sure that nothing like this happens again to anyone. He's like Batman, but he kills people, and he doesn't put on a mask.
Yep.
He's never put on a mask, and I think that's going to be really good. And it's going to be curious to see the old characters, how they grow from this too, because obviously this character is going to make them think. Now, at the end of the trailer, you see a woman, Electra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She is one of those characters who just plays a huge role in the comics when it comes to Daredevil. If you remember from the film, did you see the film?
The one with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Jennifer Gardner.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's obviously pretty clear that that character plays a big role in the show.
Yeah.
And okay, I gotta get back to this too. I hate when people shit on Ben Affleck for Daredevil. I rewatched it. Don't give me that look. I rewatched it.
I'm not saying he did bad. I'm just saying
No,
the movie
the
was
movie was bad.
horrible.
But I hate when people shit on Ben Affleck as Ben was terrible as Daredevil. If you rewatch the movie, he is like the same as the new one in the show.
No, yeah.
Same performance, really. It's just different actors, and it's ridiculous. And I was like, okay, so you hated Ben's performance, yet you loved, what's his name, Charles Cock, something like that?
No.
Shut up. That's actually his name.
The middle school must have been tough.
Oh, it was like Courtney Cox, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Poor Courtney. But anyways. Yeah, what else?
Not as bad as Geely. Please watch. If no one's seen it, it's on Netflix. Go look up Ben Affleck, Geely, Gigli. Worst movie you will ever see in your entire life, but it's also hysterical.
It is pretty bad. No, that movie, though, it's like they just have monologue after monologue. It just made
Which
no
one?
sense. Geely.
Geely. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And then Al Pacino's in it.
Yeah. So wrap it up. I am really looking forward to Daredevil. It comes out March 14th, I believe, or something like that. I'm definitely binge watching it the whole day, probably, maybe. But yeah, that's my final thoughts, and I cannot wait for this show.
Yeah, and also my biggest thing I was excited about was that one line, "You're just one bad day away from being me." That was originally from the Joker in Batman.
Yeah,
so
which is great.
it's a cool little echo. It's going to be like the theme, I think, of the whole season. It'll be really good.
I can't wait. Okay, this is the time of the show where we get to do a little review on a movie we saw last weekend. Deadpool. Now, I'm going to say this is not a spoiler-filled review. This is a non-spoiler, which means we are not going to give out the plot. We're not going to give out any jokes. We're not going to give out any plot twists or deaths or anything like that. Nothing. We're just going to give our overall thought. But in case you don't know what Deadpool is and what we're talking about, let's take a look.
I didn't ask to be super, and I'm no hero. But when your worst enemy is after your best girl, it's time to be a superhero. Let's get out there and make a difference. Wait, did I leave the stove on? Deadpool.
You look like an avocado had sex with an older avocado.
Thank you. Rated R.
So that's Deadpool. Most likely you saw at least one trailer.
Yeah. Marketing was everywhere.
Oh, marketing was everywhere. This, I swear to God, I have never seen a marketing so well done for a movie than this.
Yep.
Everything is just, and it was one of those times too where the marketing was so good you worried about the film not really meeting your expectation. It met it.
Yep. But 135 million opening weekend?
Oh yeah, I know. It made this movie was made in a $56 million budget. It made $130 million on its opening weekend. It made back its money within like 2 days.
Yep.
Something like that, and it's just awesome. So to our review, I'm just gonna flat out say it. This movie was amazing.
Yep.
I love this movie. I've seen so many comic book movies. This one totally stands out. This one is so fun. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 60. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You will find some enjoyment in this film. If you have a sense of humor, you're in.
Yep.
You're in. You're gonna like it. Because there's so much humor, there's so much great action in it. Not as much as you may like, because it was such a low budget, but still, it was good enough. And
right from the opening
the
credits,
opening credits.
You're already
laughing.
You already got
You're
it.
laughing.
You know what
you
style
gotta
it's gonna be.
read, but you're laughing, which is awesome. It was so great. The story, I'm not going to give the story away or anything, but the story, you really, even when Wade Wilson was not in his suit, you still enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
You loved the story, and you loved the love story between him and his girlfriend.
Their chemistry
is dead on.
This isn't giving anything away, but they do like flashbacks and then to the present of what's going on in the plot. And there's just one part where they kind of show their development of their relationship, through the holidays.
In a really interesting
so
way, and it's so funny. Oh, and it's Women's Appreciation Day.
Yeah, that was it. Women's
That's
Appreciation
a day where people are gonna.
It's a holiday where people.
Yeah, they made a new tradition for that holiday. What else? And the characters too. Like each one, I love. I love his bar buddy, Wade's bar buddy, Weasel.
Yep.
He was funny. Obviously Wade. And the relationship between him and Vanessa just worked really well.
And then the new X-Men were great too.
And the X-Men, Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
She's so funny.
There's some great back and forth between her and Deadpool because she's so young. She's like 15 in the film.
Super angsty teen.
Yeah. But what I want to say is one of the things I love most about this film is that in comic book movies, I never really get into relationships in the comic book films. The ones that I do buy are Pepper and Tony, Iron Man.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one was good. It's been a while. It's been a while since Iron Man came out. Give me a break.
I had another one, but I can't remember at this tip of my tongue. This one is definitely on my list too.
You didn't believe Scarlett Johansson in the Hulk? You didn't think that wasn't forced at all?
Honestly, I was fine with that. Really, I thought it was out of place, but I was fine with it because I don't know. Those two never they do have love interests, but just not with each other. But it was something different. It's just the part that bothered me in the Avengers. It didn't go anywhere.
Well, yeah.
It didn't go anywhere. I thought they were gonna run away together when I was watching the film for the first
time.
Story
for a different episode.
Yeah, back to my point here. What else? I don't know. You said you didn't like the villain that much.
I didn't. Well, I liked. It was the development of the villain, which I know you're like, you don't need a development for the villain. Well, there wasn't enough background on him. That's
I didn't need enough background.
Well, you need to know why he's doing. He just does it. He's just like, oh, I'm into this now. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get.
That's who he is.
Ajax, by the way, that's his name.
Ajax, yeah.
I can't say the joke. I know.
I can't say it.
There are so many great jokes.
His name is a joke. What else do you think? What else did you think about the movie?
Oh, it was great. It was. It's a movie that definitely anyone can go see. Not really young kids, but whatever. That's your preference on parenting. But no, anyone, males, females, like you said, old, young, and it's not like any other superhero movie you've seen so far. So if you've gotten sick of like the rag and tag of all the Marvel movies, like this one's a breed of its own.
Yeah, definitely.
With a lot of humor. It'll probably be the funniest superhero movie you ever see. If you like Ryan Reynolds, there's a nude scene that he has.
Spoiler.
Well, sure. And then there's a strip club scene.
Definitely a spoiler for the women.
There's boobs in the strip scene too, so it caters to all.
Okay. All right, fine. That's not like a big plot line, but
what? That's not at all. That doesn't ruin anything. Who's in the strip club?
Oh.
It's not a spoiler. Strippers.
I guess. Do you think that like rated R comic movies are going to be the new thing?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I truly hope so because it'll give them more freedom to, especially for DC. Well, even Marvel. Like
I don't need it for Marvel because they're so light. They're light.
I know that's their style, but I was thinking more of then I guess DC, like an R-rated Batman movie.
If you mean like X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah, that could
Jess
work.
Jones, even though it's Netflix, so that's not really a rating.
That doesn't really matter.
Well, they're the darker.
They are
Marvel.
darker.
The Netflix Marvel is more dark, and I like that. For contrast.
Honestly, I think Jessica Jones would have been rated, if it was a movie. I think it would have been rated R.
I hope so.
Because like if you really think about the material in that movie.
Imagine an R-rated Hulk movie.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ever gonna see a Hulk movie for a while. But like, I'm hoping we get what I'm praying for is we get an R-rated Batman movie.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
An R-rated Joker Batman movie.
Oh,
that'd be something.
That'd definitely be something. And I think for the X-Force, because that's kind of like the new team for the Fox.
Yep.
I think after Apocalypse, they're
really into groups now. Justice League, Avengers, X-Force. I know.
And there's been groups for a while, and it works.
It works.
Yeah.
It's just oversaturation of groups.
Yeah, like I think what they're gonna do is because there's been rumors going around too that the next Wolverine movie is gonna be rated R too.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Like that is a character you could definitely do rated R.
Yep.
Like Gambit, the Shannon Tatum movie. I have no idea. I know.
It's not Gambit as the character. It's Channing Tatum as Gambit.
I'm fine with it.
I love Gambit.
I completely understand it as a business point of view. He makes money and he loves the character, and I think he could look. Oh yeah, he loves the character. He auditioned for it in like 2006.
Okay, all right.
So
we'll see where it goes. That's what Ryan Reynolds did with Deadpool, and well, great movie.
Yeah, great movie.
What would you rate it?
Yes, that was my next question. If I would rate it, I would give it an 8 out of 10.
That's fair. I'd do 7, 8.
Yeah. So it's still, all in all, a great movie.
Oh, great flick. You're not gonna be unhappy.
It's not just like an average, like, oh yeah, it was pretty good. It was a great movie.
You're gonna leave. Oh, and stay. There's an after credit scene.
There is an after credit scene, and if you're a big movie fan, you will love it.
It's really funny.
Yeah, it is really funny. I think that's all we got for this week. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to thank my guest, Kevin, for joining.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank my crew for helping out with a great show. We'll see you next week. You stay classy.